Alright, mission is almost complete. Let me sit down for a second. So everything's in the box now. Everything is up and running. There's Steam. We have our summer sale, guys. Check it out. A lot of good games on sale, and I think they're doing it a little bit differently this year, where most of the big stuff that you're going to be purchasing stays on sale the whole time. You don't really need to wait until later to, for a better deal. Hopefully. Ended up buying Doom 2016, so that'll probably be the first game that's going to push this rig, or not push this rig, with its power. So fans are in. There you go. So there's 8 120mm Cooler Master fans. Then we've got the 200mm fan up front pushing through the initial radiator back there, first radiator. That radiator pushes water into the CPU block. And let me scoop my monitor here so you can see better. There we go. See into the EK full nickel. This is the best block that they have, the full nickel X99 block. That then pushes water up into another radiator, which is the 120mm on the back. And as you can see, that is a different radiator than I had before. This one does not leak. The other radiator had a problem with it, but that'll probably get exchanged. And then right back down to the reservoir, and the pump picks up right from down there. I don't know, that's hard to see. Let me get you some light so you can see how that's done. There's the pump, and it's drinking directly below the reservoir, which is smart because then the pump never starves. And it's got its bulk water gravity feeding right down into it, and that makes it very quiet, and so on and so on. Alright, so here's what we got. Kind of go over some of this stuff. So we've got a 6900K sitting under that gorgeous water block, and that is an MSI X99A Crate SLI edition motherboard. It's a very nice board. I really like the BIOS so far, so I'm going to keep toying with it. We are booting to the Samsung, which is behind the video card, the Samsung 950 Pro 512GB NVMe storage. And then we've got a whole bunch of SSDs sitting below the tray, and more on that is in the parts section of this build, which was one of the earlier videos I made. It's about 2.5 terabytes unformatted of unformatted space on the SSD side, and then another 1.9 terabytes of hard drive space. And then this thing will also have a NAS attached to it later on that I'm going to rebuild and put a good 10 to 12 terabytes into, along with the other computer that's got about 10 to 12 terabytes, and then the other one which has got a whole bunch of more. Anyway, let's take a look at the screen really quick. So here are the temps. It's about 77 to 78 degrees in the room right now, and those are CPU idle temps. Okay, and we're actually clocked. We got the speed step on, but we're about 3.5 gigahertz, not much load. But you can see now we're in the low 20s even in this hot room. Come wintertime with the window open, this puppy will dip down to the teens. Easy under idle. And stay under 35 load. Once I'm overclocked. Probably. Notice how I did that there? But yeah, but anyway. So let's go ahead and pull up a task manager there. Alright, we've got that. We've got our performance right there. So you can see 31.9 gigs of memory. Here's all the SSDs in there, not doing shit. Chilling mode. And then we got our 16 cores, which I'm probably going to drop that down to 8 cores by turning the hyper-threading off. But I got to do some gaming benchmarks. That's what it's really about. If the games run the same with the HT on, I'll leave it on. But if I can get another 200-300 megahertz by turning the HT off, then I'll turn it off. With 8 cores and HT off, that's still more than I need. So, and sometimes you can devote the 20 megs of cache to 8 cores instead of 16, and that can actually help with single thread performance. So a little bit more clock and a little bit more cache per core. Even though it's smart cache, it still helps with certain data sets that are single threaded. Okay, so we got that. CPU-Z. We'll also crystal. We'll go ahead and open bench. It's in a bench as well. So what we're going to do is, we're going to really quick for 30 seconds here, we're going to run this. So there's CPU-Z. And run. Crank that puppy out. And then let me move the mouse here while you guys are doing this. Here are the temps right there in that corner. So we're mid 40s right now, 47 being the highest core, and actually coming back down, normalizing out. And that is just amazing. Cinebench is almost done.